Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. It's your host with the most. It's your boy, Young Lord Marco, the kettle from the Kettle's Lounge. And today we've got a treat for everyone who knows the game. Or not, you might not like it, but I do. I find it a very enjoyable game. But that's to come with the review of both the trophies and the platinum. So, for those who don't know what Slime Rancher is, you're essentially um, a woman on on I don't know if it's a I guess you'd count it as an alien planet. Um, and on this planet there are slimes and well you ranch them. So you go through the world, you pick them up. Like if you look in my inventory here, I've got some fire slimes on me, but those are some end game slimes. Um, and your goal really is um, just get as what is it? It's get as much money as you can, and while trying to do the trophies and get things unlocked, things like that. Um, I was looking at it, platinum. Um, Only 0.6% of people have the platinum, um, which I found interesting. I thought more people would have had it, but I could probably guess which one people struggled with. If I can find it, um, yeah, it'll be reach at least 75,000 new books in Rush mode, but we'll get to that. Let's get on to how we rate things, shall we? So we base it off time, the difficulty of the game, the difficulty of the trophies, the fun of the platinum, fun of playing it solo, tedious trophies, glitched trophies, multiplayer trophies, how the game plays, missable trophies, and story related trophies. So I guess let's start off with time. So the time it took me to platinum this game was 23 hours and 1 minute and 30 seconds. If you look at things like PlayStationTrophies.org and PSN profiles, the relative time they say is 25 hours. I don't think there's any less anymore on PSN Trophies, PSN profile, not PSN Trophies. Well, PlayStation Trophies, I think it says 20 to 25, and that seems reasonable because with me, it would have taken me around 2021 if I'd realised that you don't actually in game there's achievements and you don't actually have to do all achievements to get all trophies. Only some of the achievements are what was it? Are counted towards the trophies. So yeah, it's a good time. Um, it's one of those where it's not too long, but it's not too short, and I think for how the game is to explore all the different avenues, shall we go, like the garden, coops, the Gordos, you've got different Largo slimes, which are the big ones, which is a cross between two slimes, that you can explore with, or experiment with, is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, good time. I'm gonna give it a 10. Difficulty of the game now. If you were to ask me, um, Well, I think the difficulty, it depends which game mode you're playing is the answer I'm going to give you. It depends on which game mode you are playing. If you are playing the rush mode, well, it's not hard. It's just knowing what to do. Like, or depends on what your goal is, I should say. Know what you're going to do. So, for that reason, I'm going to give the game a 3. I can't give any more. I can't give any less. You know, no, I'll give it a 2 for the game. For trophies, I'm going to give it a. I'm going to give it a 4. I'm going to give it a 4 because of the rush mode. Simply because of rush mode. Nothing else really. Because it took me 7, 8 attempts before I finally got it. Because it's just repeating, and going until you get that winning strategy. No game, no life on animes. They do make a very good point in there. Is being the best is not just the way to stay the best is to adapt the previous strategy, or there's something else to that saying. But anyway, anywho's the way I did it was just get a bunch of honeys. I think I didn't get crystals. I think I got hunter slimes. No hunt. Well, I did at first until I devised a route to get to the area you're currently seeing to unlock the hunt. I called it a hunter again. Tangled slime. That's the one. But anyway, on to the next one. All this is going to be another 20-30 minute video. Enjoyability of playing it solo. I've got a fun of playing solo written down on my phone. But the enjoyability of playing solo. Well, it's only a solo game, so I've got to give it a 10. If it's a solo game, you've got to give it a 10. And either way, it's to me. Remember, this is all my opinion. To me, it is a very fun game. Like, if I forgot there were trophies to be had, I could have played this for hours on end. Even after I beat it. Let's go into tedious trophies next, though, shall we? Tedious trophies. Let me get my trophy list up. I don't think there is any. No, there is. There is. Because there's obviously the rush mode. Maybe get into the glass desert. That might be one. 50 points in a single game of Slime Ball. Now, if you was to do that normally, that one is hard. But why take the hard route when you can take the easy? Is what I'm gonna say. And the easy way is get 50 slimes, or if you get high enough level in the 72 ER, I think it's ER, reward club. you'll get a 100 slot backpack, which I eventually got. But with the slime ball, when you place it down, it doesn't start the timer until you shoot your first slime into it. So the only thing you need to do is shoot it in, and you want to jump. You want to like use your jetpack and hover above the net, and you want to sort of ricochet it off the backboard, and just do it like that, and then recharge your backpack, do it again, and that's how you get it. And complete adventure mode probably. Complete adventure mode. I don't know if it's gonna be one of your longest. It didn't take me that long, simply due to the fact I am goated. I have received Polo G status. If you can't tell, I'm a fan of Polo G. And the one thing I will say about this game is you can skip a lot of the areas. Like, you can jump over a lot of areas. So yeah, that's that. Tedious trophies. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 7, actually. So that's a 7. Let's have a look at glitch trophies then, shall we? I've got it down as a 10 right here. Why? Because there is none. There's no glitches I can think of. The only glitches I can really think of is being able to get out the map. But that's just due to being an overall just parkour expert. Parkour. Multiplayer trophies there are none, so that gets an NA. N-8. And what's next on his list? How the game plays. Unlike Hentai vs Evil, which I've just done, and the name got I couldn't upload it with the actual name because it said it was swearing. Imagine that. But that's beside the point. You can change your sensitivity to match what you need. So I don't think it's too bad. And I think if I'm thinking back to it when I'm playing it, there is no real thing that stood out to me as being bad. So I've got to give it a 9. Of course, there's like you've got your boom slimes there that absolutely piss me off. I mean, annoy me. I didn't swear. And that's just because they explode a lot. Same with I'm gonna go with Dervish. Same with the Dervish slimes. They send plots everywhere, and it's annoying. Hunter slime, too many things annoy me. Missable trophies. There are none. I don't know why we're contemplating that one. There are none because even after you complete adventure mode, you can carry on your world. Because completing adventure mode, you need to get to the end of the glass desert, and you'll come towards a temple. And in that temple, yeah. So missable trophy 10, and of course you can replay rush mode, so it's not like you're missing anything. The only time you'll miss a trophy is if you just don't do it in a world and you restart, or your save corrupts. Story, um, there is a story in this game, um, and the only problem is I cannot talk on it. I cannot talk about the story in this game because it's so out of the way. It's not even out of the way. It's just how do I describe it? It's there, but there's not really. You're just reading like there's no dialogue to talk between them. It's literally just reading and reading and reading. And I'll come to if I want a story, I want to be able to at least, especially games like this, like the visual novels like Sakura, Nekopara, things, the Voice of Autumn, which I think it's called, Voice of Winter or whatever. Um, I can understand just reading, understanding the story, but for things like games like this, if it was hidden lore, maybe, um, but it's directly involving the story, and there's little holographs that have like bits of information written on them. Well, they're not all of them are out the way, but they're there. So I've got to give the story a. It shames me to say this, a 3. I remember that one is my opinion. If you know the story, of course you might enjoy it, or you might even agree with me. But it's not appealing to me to just read every single one, especially because it doesn't hold large amounts of information. It might just be 3 lines of words, so I've got to give it 3. So yeah, that's it on the ratings. Let me just repeat them back to you. Time is a 10. Difficulty of the game is a 2. Difficulty of the trophies of 4. Enjoyability of solo play 10. Tedious trophies 7. Glitch trophies we've got a 10. No multiplayer. How the game plays we've got a 9. Missable trophies we've got a 10. And the story unfortunately we've got a 3. I'm just looking back at these scores. Story brings it down here. So I'm still gonna give it an 8. Yeah. No, I think I like that. I'm still gonna give it an 8. I probably would have given it a 9 or a 10 if that story was just higher. But alas, world's cruel. So yeah, that's it. And I've said it once or twice throughout this, but I've got to say it anyway. Everything is my opinion. If you disagree, you disagree. Tell me you disagree. Tell me why you disagree. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else to talk about. I think I'm gonna do 3 more of these. Then I'm gonna go play Dark Souls Remastered and get my 4th Souls Platinum. Then it's onto either Demon Souls or Sekiro. Sekiro: The Shadows Die Twice. Sorry, I don't know what came over me then. But anyhow, it's been your host, William Most. It's been your boy Young Lord Marco. I hope me Yorks is coming out. I hope you all have